Hey, I'm Spencer for energeticcity.ca, and right now I'm at Centennial Park with Ryan Cook and Kevin Lewis. How are you doing?
Good, bud. How are you?
I'm doing well. And they're representing British Columbia in the Winterlude Ice Carving Championships, which they're in Fort St. John, which is, I've heard that's where you kind of learned the tools of the trade here.
Yeah, I've been coming, both of us actually. I've been coming to Fort St. John's for, I think it's my 9th year.
Yeah.
And
My
basically,
fifth, probably.
all of my ice carving career, aside from one other event, has been in Fort St. John.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
So for this one, which unfortunately I've been told it does not exist in the physical realm anymore.
It's a puddle.
It's
It's over there.
live and let go, I guess. But you had 20 hours to carve 15 blocks of ice and create your art piece. And you chose to carve the moment that Sidney Crosby scored the winning overtime goal against the U.S. in the 2010 Olympics alongside Billy Bridges. Can you tell me what led you to land on that design?
Well, you know what? I was thinking about British Columbia and being from BC. Kevin's from Comox. I'm from Britannia Beach, down in the Lower Mainland. It's a very small town. No one probably knows it. But, 2010 Olympics was so monumental. Like, winning gold was so awesome, especially in being in Whistler and being from Vancouver. And when we started thinking Olympics, I started thinking hockey. And then I was looking at gold medals, and then I was looking at Kevin came up a Paralympic skater, Billy Bridges, and then researched him. But I had this idea where it was Sidney Crosby, and gold medal, how do I incorporate the two? And then I just layered them together and was like, oh, this could be something. This could be something.
Absolutely. And I've heard that you've been in contact with Bridges, and did he get a chance to see the carving before it melted? Or?
Yeah, he's liked it, and he was super stoked.
We sent him pictures.
Yeah.
We got lots of pictures through the stages because we knew it was going in a hurry, so we made sure pictures every half hour and just till it dropped.
Well, that's good. And, while you were carving, because I believe you were carving the 5th and the 6th, we had some unseasonable warm weather. How did the carve go?
Well, the carve was pretty tricky. I mean, we knew going into the morning it was minus 16, and we started at 8. We had, normally the weather patterns are never correct, but of course this time it is.
The one time.
They said it's going to be 0 at 12, so Kevin and I had planned everything and had to get everything stacked because at 0, you can't stack ice anymore. It becomes too dangerous. So we busted our humps, and we actually stacked 4,500 pounds of ice in 4 hours.
Just 4 hours, 6 minutes.
And then
it was like 12 over 6.
Oh, we felt it, man. And then,
awesome.
By 5 o'clock, the wind had kicked up to like 70. We were fighting sun. It was 4 degrees. And then we basically kind of finished the day off. We were so much further ahead, and the following morning we got here and it was +6 with 45 kilometer-hour winds. Yep. And at that point the ice was melting, all the detail had gone, and Kevin and I basically made the decision just for our own personal safety, right? Like we had about an hour and a half to push it and then get it done. And hopefully we called our photographer who showed up at 9:30, thankfully.
Yes.
And we got as many pics as we could so we could be entered into the competition.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we got some decent detail done that night. And then the following day was like, okay, we knew the temperatures are going to be bad, but if it changed like it does around here, we would have had like another almost 13 hours time together.
Yeah.
Of just solid detail.
Yeah.
So missed out on that, but still pretty proud of ourselves, and
I think we did great.
It was a really cool
We
piece
did good.
regardless. So
yeah, we had until about 9. We stopped at 9:30, and at that point it was just too dangerous. The wind had the sculpture leaning over, and by the time we went to the hotel, got warmed up, came back, and by the time we were back, it was already down. The sculpture had crashed.
It was dripping.
But
it was just raining like a little waterfall.
But we got
You got it in.
We got it in, and that comes down to everybody who sees this. Please go vote. The voting is open.
Voting kicks off today, actually, and you have until the 20th. I was going to say that to the end. But,
Nice. I don't care. I'm going to say it again at the end.
We'll get it again at the end. But how did it feel kind of returning where you guys kind of first learned the tricks of the trade, and to be able to now do this to represent the province in Winterlude?
Oh, pretty special, yeah, because we beat out with Ryan's design, we beat out quite a few teams, and So it was nice to be getting chosen for BC.
And coming to Fort St. John every year is such an honor because it's one of the most sought after events in the world for many ice carvers who want to be able to, you know, create sculptures of their dreams. You know, this is one of my favorite places that I go to every year because there's just fantastic people. The event is fantastic, and the showrunner has been, like, both Jesse and Joanna and all of the city of Fort St. John have just been so welcoming to us over the years. So it's just like coming home every year. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
Our own vacation.
And it's like
And
a
we
little
get to
vacation
play
too.
all day.
I mean, that's
You get to hang out with your best friends and make beautiful sculptures. It's awesome.
That's fantastic. So you've worked together with ice several times, but that's actually not what you guys are, you know, commonly known for, both being kind of prolific wood carvers in your own right. What kind of made you make the leap from wood to ice?
Well, for me,
opportunity for me. Brian got me involved in this, and Chris Foltz got you involved.
Yep, Chris Foltz, who's been a staple in Fort St. John for many years, has got me involved. He's actually won the Chetwynd chainsaw carving competition.
That's Ross.
That's Ross.
Our
And
competition.
yeah,
buddy.
he's our competition and buddy in the competition, but we're not going to promote him. So, but you can vote second place for him. That's great.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
So, you know, when working with ice, you know, what are some main differences that you got to keep in mind? Obviously, I mean, besides melting, I imagine that's probably a pretty big one. But are there any other major considerations when working with ice as a medium?
Oh, I mean, proper planning when you're doing big stacks and walls. So you got to have all the blocks, sort of like a brick wall, you know.
Okay.
So no straight up lines with a few blocks. You're going to lose structure and stability. So that's one of the main ones, I guess.
Ice will kill you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ice is the most dangerous of all the mediums that I've worked with because you're building up 300-pound blocks and there's 35 of them.
Right.
You know, you get to build your canvas, but just like what happened with the sculpture of the Golden Moment, you know, there's 4,500 pounds above your head and that breaks into shards. It's over. Where with wood, you kind of understand that you know what's going to happen with wood. It's very rare things are going to start moving like that.
Yeah.
But you know, the outcome outweighs the reward. No, how would I say it? It outweighs the reward.
The
like
risk.
the risk is worth the reward
There it
because it's just you can create anything. You know, you're like sitting here carving a floating dragon in here out of nowhere, and I started it an hour ago. In wood, it would have taken 5-6 hours, and you know,
it moves along much quicker than wood.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's really fun.
You get lots of practice time in. We got about 300 blocks to do.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good one
10
this year
days,
for
all
Fort
of
St.
us,
John.
so-
Yeah, you got quite a few. I've seen a few throughout the city already. How are you guys feeling going into? I mean, it's next weekend that High on Ice kicks off. Will you guys be here for that? Or?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right
yeah.
to the
We're
end.
starting already. We're basically doing pieces for all like the community sponsors. So if any sponsors are out there, thank you very much. We love coming here, and it's thanks to you guys. And so we've dropped off a ton to sponsors. We dropped off to some old age homes, and I believe tomorrow or the next day we kick into the High on Ice Festival sculptures. And this year, sadly, we're not doing big like we normally do because of the weather, but we're going to be doing these. And every time you drive through, you're going to be able to see new ones because there's 6 of us here, and we're doing 3 to 4 carvings a day, and we're just going to fire them out there all weekend. There'll be so many sculptures this year. It'll be cool.
Huge varieties. Everybody's doing.
Yeah, everybody's doing everything different. And this year we've actually collaborated with local First Nations, and they're going to be doing an art installation here with their stuff. And Kevin's going to be helping them on ice, and it's going to be really cool.
That's super exciting. Well, High on Ice kicks off on the 18th, so a week from today.
Yeah.
And voting, which we're going to talk about right now.
Yeah, let's go.
So you get to go see that really cool sculpture that we just talked about. Unfortunately, again, it's physically not with us, but forever in our hearts.
It's on Instagram and
exactly.
Facebook.
And that's all that matters, right?
That's all we go for.
It's on the interwebs. Go check it out. Canada.ca, I think, /Canadian Heritage / there's a bunch of things. Just look
There's
up
a bunch of things.
2022 Winterlude.
And you can go to
British Columbia.
Yep, and you can go to my pages too, which is Ryan Cook Carvin on Facebook and YouTube, Ryan Cook Carvin. Kevin's Uncle Kevin Carves on YouTube. He's got his stuff up there. Anything we can do, if you guys can vote for us, because even though we didn't get to do our sculpture, we gave it everything we had. And, you know, we're from BC. We're BC proud. We all got, let's beat the other provinces. Like, come on,
We got
let's
this.
do it.
We know cold.
Yeah.
I got this. Also, that's the coolest uncle I've ever had. So yeah, go check it out. Vote online. Make sure you you represent your province as they have.
Thank you.
And we'll probably see you around High on Ice.
Awesome.
At
Yeah,
some
dude.
point.
Cool.
And thanks so much for letting me sit here and watch you guys carve these really great pieces. They're so great to look at.
Thanks,
Pleasure,
buddy.
yeah.
And thanks for coming and seeing us. We
Anytime.
appreciate it.
It is a little cold. My glasses are foggy, but I'm here and I'm having a great time. So
Awesome.
Okay.
yeah, make sure you check it out. Vote online and get ready for High on Ice, which kicks off next week.
That's right.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
See you
this
guys.
has been the Community Roundup, sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Spencer for energeticcity.ca. I can't see. Thank you so much for watching.